Alright, let's get real. How many of you are watching this video while procrastinating on something? It's okay. I am guilty too. Procrastination ADHD goes hand in hand. It's like we have signed up for a lifelong masterclass in chaos. But guess what? We have to not let our ADHD win. So, in today's video, we are going to trick our ADHD brain into working for us and not against us. Hello everyone, I am Sonali. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing well and are also in good health and wealth. In today's video, we are going to tackle one of the hardest things, ADHD with procrastination. So get comfy, grab a snack and let's figure this out together. We are going to divide today's video into 3 parts. Part 1 is why ADHD and procrastination go hand in hand. Part 2 is top 5 tips to beat procrastination. And the final part 3 is personal note and motivation to beat ADHD. Let's start with part 1, why ADHD and procrastination goes hand in hand. Now, I have been diagnosed with ADHD almost for 3 years now, and what I realized in the past 3 years is that like all these small tasks, be it planning, execution, managing time, managing tasks along with time, these are all like very simple tasks, but what ADHD does is, this is what my doctor told me, ADHD messes with something in our brain called as executive function. Because of that, small tasks like what I mentioned right now feels like a very exaggerated, very like difficult task to do. And in this case, what happens, we procrastinate everything. Like for example, if I know that there is this project deadline probably next week, next Monday, and I have like probably 4-5 days to complete it, I will be like, okay, you know what, I know what to do. Tomorrow I will plan on completing these many portions of the project, and then day after tomorrow I'll do this. So I will plan everything for the weekend keep, but when that moment arrives, I will just be like, okay, I don't know what to do. Like I know what to do, I know how to do it, execute it, but still I'll just be thinking, okay, ऐसे करना है, ऐसे करते हैं, and वो सोचने में वो time चला जाता है, and then I'll be like, okay, you know what, it's already 5 p.m. now, let me do it tomorrow, and जब तक वो deadline आता नहीं है, I will keep procrastinating. So this is something called as time blindness, where we lose track of time. So it's like we know what to do, how to do it, but still we are like, just sitting and thinking about it, wondering how to do it, how not to do it, and that's how we lose focus of time. Also, before we move to the next part, let me know in the comments what's that one thing you procrastinate with the most. Work, school, college tasks, household chores, what is it? Let me know in the comments so that we all can help each other on how we can deal with that. Now let's move on to part 2, top 5 tips to beat procrastination. Let's start with the first tip, where we will be breaking down the task into small micro steps. Now what happens is, if I have this big task, for example, if I have to clean my house, okay, now my house has 1 hall room, 1 kitchen room and 1 bedroom. So when I look at my house, I'll be like, oh my god, it's so overwhelming. I have to clean the ceiling, I have to clean the windows, I have to clean the floor, I have to clean the cupboard, shelf, desk, etc. So when I start thinking about it, I'll be like, oh my god, these are like too many tasks to do. I can't do it, and then I'll just sit and I'll start procrastinating. So instead of that, what I do and what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to break down this big task into small micro tasks. So in this my case example, what I will do is, instead of thinking about all the rooms, the ceilings, the floors, the windows, I will just focus on one room, and that is hall. I'm focusing on the hall room, and now in the hall room, I will be focusing on cleaning only 3 things, okay? The shelf, the TV and the desk. Only these 3 things will be in my mind. The rest I will eliminate for now. Only these 3 things. And once I finish these 3 tasks, I will take a small break, and then I will think about the next 3 tasks. So once I clean the shelf, the desk and the TV, I will be like, okay, I'm done with these 3 tasks now. Let me take a break. Let me sit, have some water, probably scroll Instagram, watch some videos on YouTube, and then let me move on to the next task. In this, what happens, there are these tiny wins that keeps the momentum going on. Let's move on to tip number 2. This is my most favorite tip or technique. It is called as the Pomodoro technique, okay? When I was just diagnosed with ADHD, I started off with this tip, and it was super helpful, and till date, I follow this tip. So in the Pomodoro technique, what we do is, we will focus on one particular task and we will set a timer. Okay, now if you're a beginner, I would say start with 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I started somewhere, I think, between 25 to 20 minutes, and I will set a timer. I will be like, okay, now for 25 minutes I have to focus on this task. In this interval, I will not do anything else. I will not use my phone. And if you think that you will be, you will feel like using your phone every now and then, just keep your phone aside, okay? Like keep it very dur so that you don't have access to it. So in this 25 minutes, what I'll do, I will not use phone, I will not talk to anyone, I will not watch any video on YouTube, nothing. I will not be gazing out of the window, gossiping, calling anyone, nothing. I will only focus on this task for 25 minutes. Okay, and what is the best thing about this task for ADHD brain is that ADHD brain loves challenges and deadlines. So when you trick your ADHD brain into thinking that okay, within 25 minutes I have to finish this task, okay, else no break for me, that really works. Okay, so for 25 minutes don't do anything, only focus on this task and make sure you finish this task within 25 minutes. And if you don't be hard on yourself, don't beat yourself up, but just try. Okay, and if you do finish your task within 25 minutes, reward yourself with another 10-15 minutes break. In that 10-15 minutes break, you can do anything. You can call your loved one, you can watch a YouTube video, scroll reels on Instagram, have your favorite chocolate, biscuit, drink, or anything like that, and then again you repeat the process. So when I started this out, it was very difficult for me to focus. Okay, so what I used to do is I used to just be like, okay, you know what, Sonali, just for 15 minutes do this work. Okay, just for 15 minutes finish this file, finish this. And you have to also choose a task that will fit in that time interval. Okay, now if you will choose a task which will take you 1 hour and you'll be like, I have to do it in 15 minutes, oh, I didn't do it, okay, now forget it, I'm not going to do it. No, you have to choose a task that will fit in that time interval. So what I used to do is, if I have to make a Excel sheet, okay, so I'll be like, okay, you know what, ye Excel sheet 15 minutes mein ho jayega. Okay, so I used to take that task and I used to be like, कैसे भी करके 15 minutes में I have to finish it. Okay, I used to keep my phone aside. I used to be like, I used to put it on DND. I used to not talk to anyone, and I used to focus for that 15 minutes. It was really good because I was not used to focusing even for 2 minutes. So 15 minutes was like a big deal for me back then. I used to do 15 minutes, and Jesse, I used to finish that task. I used to be like, yes, I finished that task, and then I used to call my friend or I used to watch any YouTube video that I saved. So this technique is really helpful. Please do start and let me know in the comments how are you doing with that. Let's move on to tip number 3. It's called as accountability buddies. Here what you do is you choose a task and then you tell anybody, your roommate, your friend, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your parents, anybody who you're close to, that hey, listen, I want to focus on this task and I've kept a deadline that I will be finishing this task within 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours or something like that, and can you like keep a check on that, can you like push me into doing it? And that really helps, you know, because then they will keep like, you know, they will keep poking you to do that task and then you'll get very frustrated, but then that also helps you to finish that task. So what I do is I usually tell my mom, I tell her that, mommy, listen, I have to like finish this task and I've kept a deadline like for a day or something like that, so please, if I don't do it, just keep pushing me. Okay, so what my mom does is she goes to work, right? So she will call me and she'll be like, did you finish this task? And I'll be like, mommy, I'm eating food, yeah, now don't. Then again she'll be like, oh, did you finish it? It's I know it's a sad thing that you are relying on others to push you, but you have to do what you have to do to finish a task, right? So she will just keep poking me and then I'll get frustrated. I'll be like, mama, yaar, don't keep poking me, don't keep calling me, don't just tell me. And then I'll be like, you know what, in order for me to make her stop calling me, I have to finish this task. And then I will be like, okay, let me just finish this task. So then I will push myself and then she'll be pushing me and then I'll be pushing myself, and that's how you finish a task. Okay, so anybody who you trust, you can tell them to act as a human alarm clock, and this helps. Okay, I mean, you do get irritated, you do get bothered when somebody is constantly pushing you to not procrastinate and finish a task, but trust me, in the long term it does wonders to you. So please definitely try this. Tip number 4 is turn it into a game. Now here what you do is you set levels or challenges for your task and you keep a deadline that you have to complete this within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you act like a secret agent. Now this never worked on me because I can never pretend to be a secret agent completing level 1, level 2, but my friend, even she has ADHD, so what she does is she sets these levels. Okay, level 1 will be moving the books from this shelf to that shelf, level 2 will be cleaning the shelf, level 3 will be arranging the books as per their genre and something like that, and she will pretend to be the secret agent who has to move the books within this timeline, else, you know, this will happen, that will happen, and then she gets some dopamine hit by doing that, but it works wonders for her. I mean, I tried that, it never worked on me, but she tells me that, Sonali, when I pretend to be a secret agent and when I set these tasks as levels within these challenges and this time frame that within 20 minutes I challenge myself to finish level 1 and then within the next 20 minutes I challenge myself to finish level 2, I really get this boost of energy, this dopamine hit to finish it, and when I do finish it, I just feel like I've achieved something huge, you know. So I was like, bro, good for you, this is definitely helpful, but it never worked on me. So you can definitely try and let me know in the comments if it worked or if it did not work on you. Tip number 5 is the most important tip. Okay, work with your energy and not against it. Now your ADHD energy, it's not same throughout the day. Okay, there are some parts of the day where you will feel this high energy boost, and then there will be some parts of the day or night where you will feel like you're drained out in energy. So you have to figure that out, and you have to plan your hardest task accordingly. You have to work smarter and not harder here, guys. Okay, you have to figure out that what time of the day you have that high energy, and when you can finish your most difficult task, when you can be the most productive, and accordingly you have to plan your day. Like for example, in my case, morning 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm at the gym, and then from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 7 p.m. in the evening I have that high energy boost. Okay, so then in this time frame I have to go to work, I have to come back, and then I have to do household chores, I have to script write videos for my YouTube, Instagram, and everything. So I plan everything in that time frame. Now when I'm working, it's a bit difficult, so then I have to plan my other things, IG things and YouTube things during the weekend. But what I'm trying to say is, whatever time of the day works the best for you, be the most productive back then. And then the rest of the day when you're not productive, just rest, just relax, and just do tasks that are very minimal in efforts. Now let's move on to part 3, which is a conclusion, where I will be sharing a personal note along with some motivation for you guys. Now the thing is, ADHD is something, it's not one size that fits all. Okay, now these tips that I've shared, it will probably take a lot of time for you guys to get through with that, and I understand that. And the thing is, don't be demotivated if you're unable to achieve something out of whatever tips I shared in the video today. Okay, now as I said, it took me like from past 3 years I've been diagnosed with ADHD, and back then I really didn't know what to do and how to do it. Okay, I mean, there were a lot of sources and articles available online, but again I was procrastinating everything. So I was just like, maybe it's me, maybe I'm just not meant to do difficult things, maybe it's just how my brain is. But that's not the truth. Okay, the fact is that you're here watching this video, trying to work on yourself and get better. That means that you're already winning. So don't be demotivated and don't give up on this. Okay, keep trying. Even if you finish one task out of the 100 tasks that you planned for the week, that means that you're achieving something. Okay, so please don't be hard on yourself. Celebrate small wins, show some grace to yourself. Okay, and just remember that you're not alone in this. There are so many people who have ADHD and who are working to get better, every day. So make sure that you don't be hard on yourself and you keep working towards your goals, because one day you will definitely be able to achieve it. And also make sure that you keep pushing yourself for the better. Now keep pushing yourself, but don't be hard on yourself. So that was about it for today's video. I really hope you found this video helpful, and before you go, please let me know in the comments which tip you're going to try first, or if you have your own hacks, please let me know in the comments so that we all can help each other. And yes, if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more such videos. And also, if you are not following me on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot more funnier on Instagram. I post a lot of real talk rants, deep convos, funny acting skits, serious acting skits, thought-provoking ones, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy it. So please do follow me there. I'm going to link my page below in the description. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.